What is up, YouTube? I'm over here in Last Cloudia, so I've had some new information kind of roll in on our boy Zekus here. And something that I was very pleasant to find out. Well, there was actually a couple different things that were pleasant to hear about this character. First of all, I was told that this guy can just be unkillable. And obviously mine's at 40 SC, so I'm kind of having to take somebody's word for it. So I decided to kind of explore that a little bit. Also, shout out to the people that did correct me. I did say that this guy has Ice Attack Rise 2, and I thought he had Fire Attack Rise 2 as well. He does not. I might have been thinking of one of the Devil May Cry characters, or just one of the other many characters that I've been looking at in the past week or two. It's just been character overload. So, sorry if I misspoke. I am only human. And thank you for the very polite correction. You guys are awesome. So, the other thing too is I was kind of looking at Zekus' top tier spell, and I was looking at Alhuma, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, but it is Amelia's top tier spell. And, you know, I don't know about the hit counts and the damage, but Zekus' does have an effect on it. In fact, he has a couple spells that have effects on them. I kind of overlooked one of them. He has an earth spell, but he can only use it when he's near death, and I think he can only drop it once per wave, but it has status, it has some kind of effect on it, so it's quite the spell, and I can kind of see now how this character works. He's hard to kill. He's actually going to be able to cast that spell because it is kind of hard to kill him. You're going to be able to get him to low health, and then he's just going to kind of come back to life at the cost of some MP. The idea is he does become very hard to kill, and that's really cool. I can kind of see that. I've managed to cast his earth spell once, so decided to go to a more difficult level. And the reason I'm running Lance Evil with him is because it's just such a damn good fit. Lance Evil works as wonderful crowd control for this character, and this Lance really doesn't do any damage at all. He is just all in tank mode. He just doesn't have enough SC to actually complement any of his damage. So all of the damage being done here is Zekus. So we have Zakum. This is an earth spell right here. I wish I could highlight it. The thing is, he can only use it when he's near death. We do have Absolute Zero, so we will actually be able to cast that if I can get Zekus to actually tank like he's supposed to, and if they didn't do that... Oh, here we go, he got the spell off. I did put the red moonstone on him too. And I gotta say, that is great damage for how low the stats are on this Zekus. Just for him to be able to clear these levels out. It actually kind of surprised me, because, like, he's not going to do anywhere near that much with his kit right now. So this spell, it hits, right? We also have after 3,700 years. And I did confirm that, obviously, his ability works with 3,700 years because it is Earth Element. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So, he works great, obviously, with Lance Evil, because Lance Evil just has so much crowd control that he can buy Zekus casting time. So, and as you guys can tell, Lance Evil's not really even doing that much damage, so the high majority of the damage here is coming from Zekus. I love that S3 that he has. It's phenomenal. The ice isn't bad either because it's so empowered. But hopefully, I'm sure when we get to the boss at the end, Zekus' life will drop and we will be able to try out his high tier earth spell. Actually, let's get his buff going. There we go. Let's throw everybody up in the air around him so we can get his spell off. Beautiful. And let's throw this guy way over there. So yeah, this character, that definitely kind of brings a twist to this character. He's not as straightforward as I thought. I'm always talking about zombie builds, so that actually got me very excited about this character. Like the fact that he has some kind of zombie build strategy going where he's really hard to kill. He does get to come back to life at the cost of a little bit of MP. And he just drops nukes all over the place from the special spells that he has, which have like a chance to break your mind by a little bit, make you take some more damage. We'll actually look at those. But yeah, his ice is definitely empowered, which you would expect from Zekus with ice attack rise 2. I guess I'm going to be giving this guy fire attack as well. Our health is not low enough to drop Zakum yet. So, we'll just start out with a nice and easy Blizzard. And actually, we do need to get some damage in here, or these bosses will eat us up. The cool thing, too, about Zakum right here, which we can now cast because Zekus' health is so low, I think it's actually somewhat of a fairly quick cast, which is really cool, since you can only do it once. Okay, so there's the ice spell. Did we get Whack-em off in time? Yeah, it's casting right now in the background. It just takes it a second, but here it is in the background. There's all these little plants growing. Everyone's taking damage. And I believe it also poisons them. So that is pretty cool. Let's actually take a look here. Yeah, this guy's poisoned, and I think silenced. Poison. Poison. Silence. Yeah, they are all poisoned. Except for this one. So, it's got a pretty good rate of actually proccing. That is cool. I dig that. Like, you can only use this once per wave when your health is low. So you're going to have to know when to click on this character. But man, that can turn the tide. That spell is worth it. He casts it really quick, and then he's done casting it. It just takes a second for the spell to proc. But the actual casting speed on it is fairly quick. So you're going to be able to kind of like cast this in a pinch, right? Poison everybody. Maybe get a Nula Meth to go off for some extra damage, right? And of course, when it's all said and done, Zekus also has an amazing S4. I mean, this thing does great damage. It's right up there, I think, with his top tier spell. But that is pretty good for this guy's kit, considering it's not empowered at all. His spells are going to do a little bit more just because of the way that I have him built. We'll get 3,700 years. And I still think Zekus has his life here. He can die once and come back. So I think we will finish this out. So can we get Zekus to die once? There we go. Oh, we're at 300 hit points. One more hit will do him in. Oh, and then he gets some healing to go through. But yeah, I can imagine how hard this guy is to kill when everything's scaled up. Like, look at him, he just keeps bouncing back. Like, they had him at low health for a while now. And he just keeps regenerating. Right, and when you scale that up, I can see why people are saying that, like, he kind of becomes unkillable, because even when you do finally kill him, you know, and you get through that extra healing that he gets or whatever, and when you do kill him, he sacrifices a couple MP and just comes right back to life. And actually, I think he might even have 2 different abilities. You can obviously give him more, so I can see how this guy can actually become unkillable, and he actually gets an advantage of throwing some heavy-ass spells that, you know, they're a desperate cast. He has to be at low health, but man, that gives him some pretty awesome stuff to throw. Again, I completely overlooked this spell. Like, I don't know how I didn't see it. It is a special spell, so that is pretty cool. Let's actually take a look at this guy. And this was a level 80 level that I ran with a, you know, level 40, 50 Zekus with 40 SC. And obviously this Lance Evil, I've been working on this guy. He's like, what, level 60, 70. He's not a very powerful hero, so all of the damage for all that was Zekus. he cleared those levels out for us at level 47. So I think that's important to note. Like, he's definitely dropping nukes. The damage is getting through. Even though this guy literally only has 40 SC, I mean, that should give you guys a pretty good idea of how freaking OP this guy is, like, for reals. I haven't unlocked all of his abilities. He's at 52 out of 104, so there's plenty of good stuff to get on this guy. But yeah, here's this high tier earth spell, powerful earth, attack against all enemies, also deal MP damage, so he's draining MP, which is pretty awesome, and reduce movement speed, chance to inflict poison and or curse, and that poison seemed to have went off on every single enemy there, but becomes usable when near death. It's once per quest, so you're going to be able to get this thing off. This thing is powerful. It does decent damage, but it has great effects on it with the curse and the poison, right? And then obviously there's also Absolute Zero. He's been casting this. I do like this more than Amelia's because this obviously has a chance to inflict mind minus 20%, which is pretty damn awesome. I haven't exactly compared the damage between his and Amelia's. He's not even powerful enough to make that comparison yet. I don't know the hit count. I'm actually going to have to look that up. But yeah, this thing is definitely pretty cool, and I like the fact that it has that mind minus 20% attached to it. Very nice, something that kind of sets this guy apart. And obviously his ability to, you know, have a very awesome zombie build on him. It seems like they've worked his magic into that too, so it makes for an interesting play. And I'm getting pretty excited about this character. I can't wait to see how he's going to turn out. I have every reason to believe people that are telling me that, like, this guy just becomes unkillable and you can do some crazy shit with him, because I'm kind of starting to see that already at level 40 with 40 SC. I can only imagine how ridiculous he gets when you actually scale all that up and you have all of his magic to throw. 3,700 years of the science magic, it did work with his Imperial Knowledge ability. I was seeing that proc because that does cover Earth as well. So very cool stuff right there. I dig it. Yeah, overall very happy with this character and kind of excited with all the new stuff you guys told me about him. So thank you for the corrections. I really appreciate it. It made me look at this character in a different way, and I'm gonna be definitely gonna be working on him now just to see what he can do, because it just seems like you could have a lot of fun with this guy, and a mage that's hard to kill, like, that's pretty cool on its own. So, and I still can't wait to stack him up with Amelia and just, man, have a killer ice party. I think they'd be pretty cool together. Maybe throw Rem in the mix, since she's got a high SC count, and just have her tank everything while these two stay in the back and just dump a bunch of ice. Yeah, the gears are turning. I can't wait to do a bunch of stuff with this guy. So this banner's still up. Best of luck to everybody. I hope you get this guy in the first pull. Even better yet, I hope you pull the UR arc and him back to back. But honestly, if you get the UR arc, man, pass some of that luck on to me. I'm still doing my daily just in hopes. I can only imagine how ridiculous this guy becomes with the UR arc for him and the dimensional wand or whatever is on it. Very, very sick character, and yeah, but no surprise, right? This guy's a fan favorite. They made him very powerful, so I guess this is kind of the level that we can expect when they drop Kyle. That's right, I'm talking about Kyle. We all know it's gonna happen. I personally wouldn't be surprised if they did something with Kyle and some golden ass hair right around this next big celebration that we're getting. So we will have to see. Best of luck to everybody out there, and I'll talk to you out there soon. Multiplayer has just been the shit, and I can't wait to see you guys out there. I've been having a blast. We've been destroying that damn Thunder Chicken. Peace, everybody.